Welcome back to IGN's review discussion for Halo 5 Guardians. I'm Dan Stapleton, and with me here is Ryan McCaffrey.
Howdy.
Miranda Sanchez.
Hello.
And Brian Albert, our reviewer.
Hey, everyone.
And Brian, one of the things that you highlighted most, that you love most about Halo 5 is Warzone. You called it your new go-to mode for Halo 5.
It's hard to say that with SWAT still being in the game, but yeah, go-to mode.
I want to know what you guys think about Warzone, whether it's everything Brian promises or more.
So, you know in Harry Potter, the first
Whoa.
I love where this is going.
So,
I have no idea.
bring this in. When Harry first picks up his wand, his wand, and the lights are glowing, and there's wind. That's what I felt like when I got into Warzone for the first time. I was just like, what is this? This is amazing.
It's the angels.
Yeah, the angels started singing, and I was just like, you guys are all terrible on my team, but this is awesome. So Warzone, if you want to introduce everything.
It's really great. Basically, it's like a big team battle, like 12 versus 12. First team to 1,000 points wins, or the first team to destroy the other base wins. But you are fighting in this massive map that accommodates a ton of vehicles. You can earn points by killing these really tough NPC bosses. And the whole time, each player is earning their own requisition points, to buy or cash out.
They carry over between lives, too.
Correct. And you can cash them out for power weapons, power-ups like invisibility, or if you save them long enough, like a tank or a huge
Phaeton.
vehicle. Exactly. Phaetons are ridiculous.
Wreck shop.
They're ridiculous. This mode is pretty much too perfect for me, because I already loved Halo's arena-style combat and how the mechanics feel in that. But I'm also a big MOBA player and love long matches where almost this weird narrative unfolds. And this is a mixture of the two. These are long games. They're 20 minutes or more usually.
For me,
and you're not a MOBA player.
Oh, not at all. Not at all. But they, by just, infusing it into my Halo a little bit, I'm totally on board. Because what I like is, the arena mode is the super competitive, pretty hardcore mode. It's very, very skill-based. Warzone is a little more casual. You can kind of go in and you can find a role to help your team win without necessarily being, fastest on the thumbsticks. You can go just try to capture, break off, and while everybody's over here, maybe try and grab a base over here, or save up some points to get a warthog and just drive your buddies around and try to be useful that way. But it's still competitive in the sense that the matches can be really tight. It's the first to 1,000. Brian, as you mentioned, they take 20. I was in one that ended in 1,000 to 997.
Oh my gosh!
It was 30 minutes long. It's actually on video. It's got 500,000 views on YouTube if you look it up on IGN.
Nice.
And I think it's from Sean Finnegan's perspective, our ace Halo player. But in any case, so it's a little more casual, a little more approachable. But yet, it's still competitive because there's the AI enemies and of course the actual player-controlled enemies. It's just this nice balance of and that tension when it starts to get towards the end of the match, you start to be like, okay, we either need to make a last push or we need to get our SHIT together immediately to try and stave off defeat. So it just feels big, and I love it.
You say it's casual and approachable, but at the same time, it's big. It's got a layer of complexity of resource management on top of it that just jumping in and playing doesn't have. And do you think that makes it less approachable for new players?
Well, you can absolutely still just jump in with your default loadout and wreck. You do not have to buy anything else. And whenever people die, it's still in the battlefield. You can go pick up their stuff. So it's nobody destroyed that ghost. I'm jumping and take it. Sorry, you bought it, but I'm playing with it now. So you don't have to understand the resource management, although it will give you more of an advantage.
And it's not very intense. It's mostly there to help you. The thing I like about this is you can go into an arena mode game of SWAT and get destroyed in 5 minutes. Totally possible. But in this kind of game, because of how long they take and how the points work, you will always be powerful at some point. You just have to choose when.
That's true.
Do you want to be constantly powerful by buying a better gun than the defaults? Or do you want to hold it off until the end of the game and I've got 2 tanks now? You always will be better than someone else at some point, and you choose when.
So one of the controversial aspects of it is the microtransaction side of it, where you can buy extra card packs, which give you the ability to bring in things that you have from the start. You can play one of these cards at any point. Do you guys think that has a negative impact on Warzone?
I don't. It's really weird. So unless you play with the same team, same matchmaking team, several matches in a row, you almost have no way of knowing if someone buys those packs. Because you get, let's say you buy a pack and you have, because like Scorpion Tank is like a card that you use. You're like, I want my tank, I have my points, boom, the card is gone now. You don't get to just play the card from the beginning of the game. You still have to wait until you have level
Unlock
7
it.
rec.
Yeah.
Right. Yeah. There's,
So it'd be near the end of the match anyway.
yeah. There's like a level of that unlocks progressively. I think
And
there's like 6 or 7 levels.
Also, if somebody does that, you can still just work together as either an entire team or a fire team and just be like, oh, they brought in a Scorpion, let's just go wreck it, and you can have 4 people just work together and take it down. So if you can have that element of teamwork that can overcome those cards played.
But what you're saying though is there's no way for you to know whether they purchased that card or earned it randomly.
Right, because like I've had Scorpion Tanks in most matches that I'm in just by opening packs. But like, let's say I played with the same team 10 times and the same guy called in 10 Scorpions, 1 per match. Then I'd kind of be like, oh, he probably bought a bunch. But just because of how people play, how long they play, and how matchmaking works, you just like won't see the same people over and over again like that. So you just wouldn't even know.
Right.
Almost.
And
Yeah.
you earn packs too. Like I've earned a bunch from leveling
yeah.
up. So it's not like they're totally inaccessible if you don't ever pay. Like you don't have to
I
pay
never
get
intend to
them.
pay, by the way. I will just play the game and get what I get.
I kind of want some of those cool
They're pretty
helmets.
generous at the start.
So,
Yeah.
yeah.
If you like have Halo Channel or any sort of like
Play the
merch or extra
campaign.
thing, you just like get packs.
Yeah.
You were in the beta.
I think it's a pretty good system so far.
Yeah. Is there anything that any of you guys really dislike about Warzone? Or I mean, obviously you don't hate it because you love this mode. But what's your least favorite?
So one
aspect
thing
of it?
I thought I was going to dislike, turning into positive, were your AI companions that are helping protect the base. I thought, oh, well, those are usually weak. They're easy, cannon fodder. They're
Nope,
not.
they're jacked up
They
to
are
legendary
super
difficulty.
good. Yeah, so I was running in to go destroy enemy base, like being stealthy. They were taking down a hunter or something somewhere else. It's like, oh, I'm just gonna run in. There's like nobody in here, and I jumped through a window and immediately died because 2 miners were standing by their base. And like these are just like AI people. I was like, oh, these are usually pretty weak in MOBAs and stuff. Like they're easy to take down. Nope.
I mean, the only thing I could possibly complain about would be to go into spoiled child mode and just be like, there's only 3 maps. It's technically 6, but they're just kind of variants on 3. So like more maps.
Yeah,
But-
for me it'd be like this mode is the worst one to jump into alone.
Yeah, that's
Because
true.
like the NPC bosses are so hard to kill. Like if you're off and you're like, guys, like this tank warlord guy, like we need to kill him to get some points, and your friends are not your friends, your teammates are off. Just I'm capturing B.
Yeah.
You're like, okay, that's useful, but like,
It's like it's useful until that person dies.
yeah. But that's not really a game thing. It's just like
Right.
Yeah,
your
coordination.
friends. Yeah.
All right, well, that's all the time we got for Warzone, but obviously there's much more to say about it, and you'll hear much more about it on IGN.